listeriosis, what we're consuming, what we're eating. I pretty much got a shock there when you spoke about what people are putting on the braai.
Yeah, especially when it's braai season. It's World Cup. People are going to be buying a lot of beef, boerewors, steaks, whatever it might be. Quite right, Tommy. We're talking about listeriosis, I'm afraid, in our food. So scientists are sounding the warning bells over possible listeriosis outbreaks in beef products. So the University of Pretoria researchers have found high levels of the pathogens in what they're calling the beef production system. So it's found at abattoirs and retailers at 3 provinces. I'll go through them for you in just a second. Let's bring into the conversation Dr. Rebone Moerane, the chair in primary animal healthcare. Dr. Moerane, good morning. Good to have you with us. I want to start here, if we could, just remind us, we've covered listeriosis over the years. It has been some time since it's been in the public eye. What is listeriosis again? Let's start there.
Good morning, Gareth and viewers. As we know, listeriosis is a foodborne bacteria, and it mainly affects, we've seen affecting women, where it causes stillbirths and problems in pregnant women. It affects mainly also the elderly and those who are immunosuppressed. And that is a concern that we see it mostly where there's consumption of ready-to-eat products, particularly, your processed meats. It also happens with vegetables, raw vegetables as well. So we need to be careful when we handle these products and we consume these products.
So just make sure, I don't want to set off any panic stations unnecessarily, Dr. Moerane, so I want to make sure I understand you. So the concern is the ready-to-eat meat products. What about buying uncooked steak, uncooked boerewors, and then you braai it, for example, or you cook it at home? Is that meat still okay?
It depends how you cook it, because it has been already diagnosed or found out that listeriosis or listeria bacteria can be destroyed at high temperature. So you need to cook your meat properly. That's the most important aspect. High heat will kill the bacteria.
What's been the cause of this? Because those 3 provinces I wanted to mention at the moment, the 3 main provinces has got to do with Gauteng being one of the biggest ones as well, and Mpumalanga and Limpopo, I think it was, as well. Give me a sense as to why we are seeing this uptick of listeriosis again, Dr. Moerane.
Well, firstly, Gareth, I need to emphasize that post the listeriosis outbreak we had in the country, I think we must actually first acknowledge and give credit to the red meat industry. They funded this research project to try and see where the risks are. And we targeted 3 provinces, Gauteng, Mpumalanga, and Northwest. And we wanted to see through the value chain what is the prevalence of listeriosis and where are the risk factors in terms of this bacteria. And our results so far are indicating some serious challenges with regards to abattoirs and highly at retailers. So that's where we need to really take action and interventions.
Who takes those actions and interventions, Doctor? Who needs to do this?
Well, let's start. The unfortunate part in the country is that the meat law or legislation, I would say it's fragmented. Because if you look at the meat in terms of abattoirs, it is veterinary services under the Department of Agriculture who are responsible in ensuring that there is monitoring and abattoirs are following the right process in the production of meat at the end. By the time the meat leaves the abattoir, then it becomes the responsibility of health and particularly municipalities. So I'm confident that with these results already, that the Department of Agriculture and the red meat industry are implementing measures to ensure that abattoirs properly clean the facilities and have a monitoring program to ensure they reduce the risk in abattoirs. My biggest concern, or our biggest concern, is more at retailer level. What is happening, we don't have a clue. Are municipalities implementing the right measures in doing proper inspection and surveillance monitoring? That is of concern.
It is. Of course, it's going to be at the retail section. That's why I want to end our discussion, Doctor. What is the warning to consumers? You're saying high-end retailers as well, and I'm pretty sure it could be in any supermarket or shop where you can buy meat, red meat these days in Gauteng, in Mpumalanga and the Northwest. I just want to make sure we're not setting off unnecessary alarm bells. How concerned are you? How concerned should we be as a nation, and what's the warning? What are you telling people to do?
I think all of us have to be concerned, and we have to implement correct measures to prevent possible outbreaks. And it starts from the farm, where farmers have to make sure that they don't just, particularly with antimicrobials, they don't abuse those products, leading to possible resistance of this bacteria. When coming to abattoirs, as I said, let them improve on their measures and ensure that ultimately we mustn't have listeria after cleaning and implementing hygienic processes. In terms of the retailers, again, they must also implement proper cleaning processes. There must be a proper monitoring program. And if possible, if we have to recall a product, so be it. We must have those measures. Let's
very
put measures
very quickly, Dr. Moerane, forgive me, do we need to avoid eating red meat in South Africa at the moment?
Not at all. I think we've got the best product in this country, and we need to ensure that actually we promote the use of that product, but we must make sure it is properly handled.